Hello, my band of crew, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be the story of Crash Team Rumble. Not a meta story of how the game came to be, but actually the canonical story of the video game. So usually in a Crash Bandicoot video game, we are given an opening cutscene, we're given a story explaining what's going on. However, in Crash Team Rumble, this is the first game in the entire franchise that doesn't have a single player mode. The introduction video is not the opening cutscene for the adventure. And the only way that you would actually know the story of Crash Team Rumble is if you are a big time fan of the series and you go seek it out on the internet, which frankly is unacceptable to me. How can you have a franchise that's been around since 1996 that has always had a story mode and just remove the story entirely? So, if you're all interested on the story, I looked it up on the Crash Team Rumble Discord and I'm going to share it with you right now. So, this is the story behind Crash Team Rumble. So, like I said, this came from the Crash Team Rumble Discord. The Great Wumpa games originally came from humble beginnings, springing forth as an offshoot activity tied to the Wumpa Island's annual Wumpa Harvest. Inhabitants from the various islands would form teams and compare how many Wumpa could be gathered on a given day. What initially started as a light diversion has now grown into a cutthroat competition filled with the fiercest competitors any dimension has ever seen. This annual competition is such a monumental event that onlookers will even witness hated rivals banding together to become the Crash Team Rumble champions. So the story goes the annual Wumpa Harvest, which we've never heard of before, and considering it's annual, that means it happens every single year, despite the fact that it never came up in all the history of Crash Bandicoot. The Wumpa Harvest has teams of people collecting the Wumpa fruit, but now it's been expanded into a multi-dimensional contest, so you have alternate Tawna and alternate entropy coming to Crash's universe to help in this Wumpa harvest. Doesn't really make all that much sense, but they tried at least to throw a story together for this, what feels like a different mode for Crash Bandicoot 4, really. It doesn't feel like a full-fledged game. But that is the story of Crash Team Rumble. And now I'm going to read one more quote from someone asking about single player mode in Crash Team Rumble. Will there be a single player or adventure mode for the game? We intend on adding different types of modes in future seasons. And PvE, which is player versus environment, so like versus computers, and PvE is certainly something that interests us as a potential experience down the road. For launch, our focus is squarely on this brand new team versus team experience and want to make sure that it is the best it can be before expanding into other varieties. So I don't know if that sounds like a cop-out to you guys, but like I said, 1996, first Crash Bandicoot game. Every single Crash Bandicoot game to date has had a single player mode. This is the first game in Crash Bandicoot history that doesn't have a single player / adventure mode in a Crash Bandicoot game. And the fact that they're saying it's something that we might do is atrocious to me. You have the practice mode, which is offline. Well, you can't even be offline. You have to be connected online and PlayStation Plus just to play it. And they have artificial intelligence there. So it is possible to play against computers, and it wouldn't take that much just to set up like offline. Like it doesn't even need to be a full-fledged adventure mode. Just have an opening intro and then have a mission list of missions to do. I don't know. We'll see, guys. Hopefully, down the line, we will get an actual story mode and an opening cutscene with the story that I supplied you there. All we're getting right now are these comics that don't really address the story of Crash Team Rumble. It seems to be like an introduction story for Cat Bat. So hopefully it'll expand and turn into an actual story. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.